inch tall male patient. They're in the ICU on mechanical ventilation, and they're being evaluated for the readiness to wean using a spontaneous breathing trial. Now, 30 minutes into the SBT, the patient's minute ventilation is 12 liters per minute. The RSBI, rapid shallow breathing index, is 120, and the PF ratio is 220. So what are you going to do? Well, you need to analyze what's happening here. Okay, the minute ventilation should always be less than 10 liters, and here it's 12, so that's a problem. The RSBI should be less than 100, here it's greater than 100, so that's a problem. And then the PF ratio of 220 indicates that they still have a mild ARDS. And so here's 3 reasons why they are not ready to come off the ventilator. And so if somebody fails the spontaneous breathing trial, it's very simple. You put them back on the ventilator and you wait 24 hours before you try it again. You don't try to compromise with something in between. So the correct answer is D. It says resting the patient for 24 hours before another trial. That is the protocol, and you should know that. A says we should just closely monitor the SBT for another 30 more minutes. No, after 30 minutes, if they're failing, they're failing. There's no point in going on any further. Letter B says, well, let's measure their MIP. There's no need to do that. They've already demonstrated that they failed the breathing trial. It's time to go back to the ventilator. Switching to non-invasive positive pressure ventilation. That's not going to fix the problem either. They need to go back to full ventilatory support so that they can rest. You can deal with whatever issues need to be dealt with, and then try again 24 hours later. That's the protocol. Pretty straightforward. And so you should have studied that, should understand that. You'd be ready for this kind of question. The correct answer is answer D.